Venus and Margaret Palermo.
Hi.
Thanks. Who is Venus Angelic, and why did you decide to become, some call it a living doll?
All right. My name is Venus. I'm 17 years old, and 4 years ago I started on YouTube my own channel called Venusangelic, where I first uploaded dancing videos of me to Japanese pop music, and I got a lot of viewers very quickly. Then that was the time I decided to upload makeup videos onto YouTube. Now I have over 100 million views on YouTube and 500,000 subscribers, and yeah.
But at the beginning,
Yeah.
did you look like a doll at the beginning, or were you just like a young girl dancing on Japanese pop and that's it? Or you really had your look, the living doll?
I always looked like a living doll, even without makeup. Just the difference is that I'm more pale without makeup. So actually, the funny thing is the makeup makes me look more human, because without makeup, I almost look like a ghost. But with makeup, I can add some color to my face.
When she began this, how did you react?
I can tell you one thing. When she asked me to allow her to do a YouTube channel, I said no.
Why?
Because I know that if you upload something to the internet, two things can happen. You get attention or you don't get attention. And just in case you get attention, I was not sure if I can handle it, because often, you know, people after 5 minutes of fame, you know, they don't have a job, they don't have a school place, and I'm a very practical person.
And there's a wrong kind of attention that you can get to weird people looking at this for the wrong reasons.
I wouldn't say that, because you can get the wrong attention by walking on the street. And the doll thing, if you can call it like that, it's that she already won a beauty contest in, for example, in Switzerland, because she already looked like a doll.
How do you react when they say you're a living doll?
I think that the term living doll applies to me well, because I look like the doll children play with in the last century, like a porcelain doll on grandmother's shelf. So it doesn't bother me, because they don't mean it in a critical way. They want to use the term as a compliment.
Do you always dress like this?
Well, I dress that. What
In the real life,
like
in the real life, do you dress like other teenagers with jeans and T-shirts, or always dress like a doll?
I dress like this in my free time, but when I go to school, I wear more casual clothes. But even then, people, even in school, recognize me and say, "Oh, you're that girl from YouTube. I saw your videos."
But you don't wear
They don't even wear makeup. No, I don't wear jeans.
But this was the question.
Did you ask me if I
But
wear
well,
jeans?
if you have a normal life outside of this, you know.
We don't ask you if you get up from the sofa and suddenly you are a woman. You are not. It's impossible for a 17-year-old to understand this question, because many people ask her all the time this thing, and she always gets confused in her head if she hears that.
You can't say a normal teenager, because what exactly is a normal teenager? So
Well, we know what is a normal
I
teenager.
well, there are.
We have seen it on the street.
Well, I can't tell you, like, do you always dress like this? Is it just for the TV? Do you also dress like a normal old man in your
Well, you
free
can ask
time?
me and I will answer
Well,
it.
You know,
I mean, there's no
but
problem.
it's really stereotyping, so...
This is like a
cardigans,
character that you play. This is a
No.
character that you play for...
But how can it be a character?
Conferences.
Because it's her body
Now,
and her voice.
yeah.
But did you see the people outside? There are thousands of people
Yeah.
dressed up. This is the
No,
conference.
other
That's
people
why-
are dressed up as someone else. They admire, and they expect her to come here as herself. Just a second, please. Because people like her as she is. You know
That's
when-
what you think? I
Yeah.
know what your mother thinks, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think the same with my mom.
You go to a lot of conferences around the world. Is it a way to earn a living? Do you earn a living with this?
Do you do it for fun, what you do now? Yeah, because I guess you like this work.
Yeah, but you have to earn a living, and I'm
yeah,
paid
but
for
you
it.
don't start YouTube for a living and dance for J-pop music. You don't have fans for a living. No one can have fans for a living.
No.
But do you think that
People
you can
like
earn
you,
your
or
life?
people don't like you, and then you like the people back. Sorry, but I'm just, because it's getting offensive, and we had expectations that you...
Okay, tell me the question I should ask.
No, it's not the question.
No, tell me the
It's
question
the
I should ask. What
It's
question
not the
should I ask?
question, it's the approach.
Okay,
because it's not logical, and I'm a logical and practical person.
So
difficult.
83 million people went to see your YouTube channel. Why do you think they like you so much?
They like me because I'm being myself and I stand for it.
And they want to look like you.
Not all people want to look like me, but they want to learn me and just have the same confidence I have.
But everything is natural. The makeup is natural. I mean, you wouldn't agree that she goes under the knife in order to look more
me?
like a...
What are you talking now?
You wouldn't agree in order to look more like a doll that she goes for...
But she can't look more like a doll.
It's not possible. I mean, it's
She
my
can't look more
natural
like a
look.
doll. She grown like this, and that's it.
I just naturally look like this, and
Or they don't want to
can,
accept, and
yeah,
some people maybe just have the approach that if you want to have something, you have to fake it. What if you just do what you can?
Yeah.
Why don't you just get up from the chair, and maybe you wanted to be a painter or a writer, and go and stop this and be a painter or a writer? Or then you can go to McDonald's or something. I'm sorry.
And then,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What kind of job do you want to go when you'll grow older?
That's already a job.
That's a job, so
That's
she's earning a
already job.
living.
It became
She's
a
earning
job,
a
but
living.
she did not choose
That's
it,
the
you
question
know.
I asked before.
All
So you
right.
earn a living with this.
But you like it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Hey guys, this is a tutorial and I will show you 8 techniques I use every morning after waking up.
In the
to
tutorial,
improve
you
my
do
face
exercise in order to keep your face like with a small chin, and you
can't
do
change
this.
your bone
you do
structure by
I saw
doing
the
that.
tutorials.
But
no,
this won't change
it's
your
because...
bone.
Okay, tell him, because I talk too much.
This doesn't change your bone structure. It's just skincare to keep your blood well circulated.
Exactly.
And every normal spa does that. It's called facial massage.
But it will not make your face round, long. I've never heard something like that, that you can apply pressure on your face and then it will become oval. That must be a very strong pressure. I don't want to experience that, so honestly.
She'll explain it to you because you're not intelligent enough to understand what I'm telling you. That's what your mother thinks. So explain it to her, my question, and after that she'll answer. How do you feel about those, some feminists say it's terrible because women are not dolls and that it's very bad for the image of women, what you do and things like that. How do you react to this?
Then, okay, I keep her ears closed and tell you, dear man, dolls are also not human, not women. Dolls are not women, so stop using dolls. And also women are not dolls and dolls are not women, and just keep the things logical and practical, and that's it. And don't even answer something like
How old are
feminism.
you?
I'm 17.
And I can talk to you. She blocks your hair, your mother. You accept this?
Yeah, because,
Okay.
I mean,
She's not even 18 yet.
I'm
Yeah,
not
well,
18.
in a year, just a year. Be patient.
And then what?
In a year. it'll
And
be
then
allowed.
what?
But
Yeah,
she could
what?
be, you know.
So on the
well,
18th birthday, what's going to happen on the 18th birthday?
Well, she'd be an adult.
And then?
Well, she won't accept that somebody block her ears. I mean, you know.
And
Anyway.
then?
So how do you feel about those feminists that tell it's a bad image for women?
I have never heard a feminist saying something like that about dolls, and definitely not in relation to me.
If other women make boobs like this, or I don't know. And then some feminists get angry about that. That has nothing to do with her. It's not even about her. So how can we answer? You know?
Okay. So what question should I ask?
Something you are interested about her.
So?
This is what
do you do in your free time?
In my free time, which is the time I have besides school and studying, I make my YouTube videos, I come up with new ideas, and I also like travel to conventions like these, and yeah.
You like the attention that you're getting? I mean, millions of people go to your YouTube.
She's just doing her work. Look at her, she's already suffering from this question.
Many people appreciate the confidence I can give them through my videos and beauty tips, also cooking, and to just be yourself. And wait, what was that?
Yeah, no, it's good to be yourself.
I try to send out a message in my videos to just be yourself, stand for it, and have fun. Just enjoy what you're doing. That's the point.
What's your role in it?
My role, I'm her mother. You know what that means?
An agent too?
You know what it means being a mother? You help your daughter, you protect your daughter, you teach your daughter, all these kind of things. And that is my role.
How do you see your future career?
Like which time frame?
Do you want to study and what? Do you want to become what?
We
An
will
astronaut?
We will see, I don't know it
Astronaut, actually, he's right.
yet. Yeah.
He's interested in so.
Yeah,
She's interested in
in
psychology or also in physics. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't know, because if you are very talented, very gifted, that can be also some kind of problem, because you have to choose from all things, you know.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. She seems like an intelligent young woman. Mm-hmm. But for a lot of people, she's just like a doll. And dolls don't think.
Why do you talk to her then? No, really. Why do you talk to her?
No, I'd like to talk to her, but I'm stuck talking to you.
She can't even think. What is this for an approach?
Well, I can answer you.
For the people, you are a doll who can't think. Oh my gosh.
So do you think that of me? Because no one else thinks or has ever talked like that to me. I'm me. I'm not a character. I don't try to be anything.
You did a conference today?
Oh my gosh.
What was the title of the conference?
The title of the conference was Living Doll Modeling, and I don't actually understand what that means, because the organizers of the conference choose this title. I don't know why.
You accepted it?
No,
you were there.
I didn't accept it.
We've been informed yesterday. And then she asked people, what do you expect to hear actually? And then people throw in ideas.
There are many types of dolls, so who can tell me another type of doll? Oh, rag dolls, right. I had a rag doll when I was very little, a baby. My mom gave it to me, and I played with it when I was very small. So, yeah. More dolls. Yes, please.
Real doll.
Real doll? What's that?
Oh, it's a sex doll.
You did a TV show called My Strange Addiction. You did this TV show.
And
so is it an addiction? Is it a strange addiction?
And then Venus
That's too funny.
Well, you were in the TV show and dreaming it.
And we've been the only same persons in
Yeah.
that show. Have you watched it? We managed it to look sane in such a show.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Look at me.
Oh,
I look like a doll. I'm my daughter's manager. And it just changed to a business, but it doesn't pay all the bills yet. But I hope that maybe soon we can live from it.
And what I most liked about the show is that I was the only normal person in it, in the Living Doll, because they weren't being themselves. My big dream is to become as famous as Britney Spears and move to Japan. The show was My Strange Addiction.
Did we call it like that? That is how it's called. We don't know how this show is called. Maybe it's called The Biggest Freak Show Ever, or Let's Meet the Freaks.
Surely you must know that some people may find this really weird, that a young girl like you wants to look like a doll? I mean, this.
Okay,
Don't want
I
to
think
look
he wants you to make some surgery.
She'll explain it to you because you're not intelligent enough to understand what I'm telling you. That's what your mother thinks. So explain it to her, my question, and after that, she'll answer. You're intelligent. You can answer my own questions. You're 17. Do you think that some people may think that about you?
I can't really give you an answer because that's just that's a manipulative interview tactic, and I think this is quite rude and insulting.
It's rude and insulting. So, well, thank you. Thank you.